All right, like I said, communicating with dead ones, the spirit communication. When you die, death is an illusion, by the way. People don't really die, they actually transform into an energy form. They keep their minds and their feelings. So the best way to communicate is through love, feelings of love. Um, and that's the best way to help them to access heaven. See, heaven basically just is a place of love. The only thing that exists when people die is love, because they go back to, by default, they go back to who they truly are. So what we truly are at our core essence is pure unconditional love. That's who we really truly are. So if you want to communicate with the spirit world, dead, loved, deceased ones, and you want to communicate with their spirits, you've got to use love. You've got to use compassionate, unconditional love, and that will help you to communicate with them, and they will also communicate back, and they'll use the same frequency. They will communicate that same unconditional love back, and they'll use their feelings to do it. So they'll send their feelings, and you'll sense it with your feelings. So there's no mind entering into this. It's got to be your feelings. I can't stress this enough. It's got to be your feelings. And so if you want to help those deceased ones go to heaven, you must send that unconditional love, because they will use that on the other side. They will use that to create a world of love. See, there's unconditional love, there's unlimited amounts of love on the other side. They just don't know how to use it. Because first, they have to go through this life review, they have to forgive themselves, then they have to realize who they really are, who they truly are, all powerful, all, love beings, and that all this power is there for their use. It's like having $10 trillion in your bank account, but you just don't know how to access it. So, by you sending love across, it's almost like teaching them how to access it. To say, well, this is how you access it. This is how you use that $10 trillion on the other side. And the more love you send, and the more people that sends that love to that spirit will then in turn take that frequency and expand that, because once that connection occurs with that unlimited love frequency on the other side, they'll be able to create anything they want to. They can create an entire world off of this energy, and it'll be a heaven, because that frequency of love will be a pure and joyous heaven. And I've experienced this myself. I mean, trust me. It's so difficult to forgive myself, and it was so difficult to go through the life review, and it was so difficult for me to experience the pain and suffering of the people of this world, and it's so difficult for me to be the chosen one to come back and to alleviate this world. But on the other side, I found it quite fascinating that I could use this frequency to create anything I want just by thinking about it. Just by the thought, it created itself automatically and very quickly, just right in front of me. So if, say, I wanted to create something like, I wanted to recreate Paris, it would just appear in front of me like you wouldn't believe. Like that instant I'd be in Paris. If I say, well, I want to be on another planet, I'd be there in an instant. If I said I want to be in different time dimensions, I would just see it immediately. My mind was out of control, just like I was creating out of control, and this is something that we need to learn too. But the communication with the spirit world is, you need to send love, and the spirit world, they will send love back. And this is through feelings. It's got to be through feelings, and it's a frequency. It's a high frequency that actually permeates the veil, and this is very, very true.